Okay. So we're going to be looking at network components. So what do we need to do to make a network? So first we know computers, we need to have computers that want to share. So those are called hosts. Client workstations, laptops, servers, desktops, phones, whatever. So that's a host. And a way to connect the different parts. So how do we do that? Through cables. Cat5, Cat6, coax, fiber, or over the air, wireless. And then we need a place for them to all connect. So we have network devices, a hub, a switch, a router. Okay, and we're going to talk about each one of these here in a minute. And then we have peripherals, that things that they can share. So printers, scanners, copiers, modems. So for example, at the high school, all teachers can share the same printers. I can try to print something from my classroom, go to the mail room and print, or I can go to the English office and print. I can go anywhere in the school that has a copier and print. Data to share, so we can share files, websites, emails through different services that they have available. But like I said, we're going to be looking at this. Okay, so what is a network? A network is a group of two or more computers connected to one another in a way that gives users simultaneous access to the same data, resources, and applications. But most networks have more than two devices. Okay, so then we have different names for those types of networks. We have a LAN, so a local area network. So have you ever heard of a LAN gaming party or a LAN party? So that's a local area that they're only playing with each other in that sense. So it's like your house, an office, a small geographic area, our school, so just a high school. Those are considered LANs. Okay. And then after LANs, we have a WAN, a wide area network. Okay. Now this is devices spread across a wide geographic area. Okay. Now in Michigan City, the school system is a WAN. All the different schools are connected centrally to the administration building. So that's a wide area network. And they're made up of smaller LANs. Okay, and a way to connect those are through a hub, which sends the message to everybody. Hubs aren't used anymore. This is, if you see the image in the top right, that is what basically a hub and a switch look like. But a hub sends a message or a broadcast to everyone, and it says, "Hey, Johnny," and whoever's name is Johnny is going to listen, but it's going to everyone. So these are considered dumb devices because they just move the signal along. A switch sends the message only to the destination. So if I wanted to talk to Johnny, I would just communicate directly to Johnny and not have to scream it to everyone. Okay? And we're going to get more in depth in about how a switch works with using a MAC address, and we're going to talk about that. And then we have wireless access points. It's just a switch without wires. So it allows information and data to go through it, and it broadcasts it or sends it to the areas. So here we're going to look at this. A packet is a small piece of data that is being transmitted. So it's a piece of information. Think of it like a piece of mail. So PC1 wants to send a message to PC4. And since we have a hub, it's going to send it to everyone, as you will see. So the hub's like, okay, I got it, now what? I'm going to just send it to everyone because it doesn't know where it should go. And PC2 and 3 are saying, oh no, I don't want this. So that's how a hub works. So let's see how a switch works. So same scenario, PC1 wants to send it to PC4. So it sends it to the switch. The switch is like, hey, I'm smart. I know where it needs to go, and it sends it directly to PC4. It doesn't communicate with PC2 or 3. Okay? So what we're typically used to is a router that sends the message only to the destination in the LAN or in the WAN. So if you look at the devices on the left, that is our local area network, and we want to get to the internet. So a router is the only device that can connect two networks together, or a gateway. And that's what connects everything around the world together, or through multiple routers. Okay. So we have our accounting PC that wants to talk to the marketing laptop number 3. So they're on two different two different LANs. So how do they communicate with each other? Through the router. So let's see how this works. So it sends it to the accounting switch. And then the accounting switch is going to send it to the router. And then the router is going to be like, hey, I know where it needs to go. I'm going to send it to the marketing switch. And then the marketing switch is like, hey, I know laptop 3. Yep, I'm going to send it directly to that person. Okay? And that's how it basically works. So you have an activity to work on. It is a network puzzle. It is a couple pages, and you just have to circle the how it works. So it's going to give you different scenarios, just like this, where it's going to say, hey, this PC is talking to this PC. Circle which PCs will be communicated with. And there's going to have switches and routers and hubs. So you're going to get that, and then you're going to circle everything and fill out the worksheet, and then you're going to turn it back in.